Cox Connections, a link between you, our customers, and what's happening in the community we share. I'm Kim Stanley, Vice President of Operations for Cox Roanoke. The United Way Roanoke Valley is a force of positive change. The organization and its partners reach thousands of people each year through special programs. One way the United Way is able to reach all these people is through its annual campaign. United Way Roanoke Valley President and CEO Frank Rogan joins us now to tell us more about the United Way and the campaign. Frank, good to see you.
Well, good to see you, Kim, and thanks for having me today.
Absolutely. So it's a busy time of year for United Way.
It's always a busy time, but this is more busy than usual.
Well, why don't you tell us first a little bit about United Way and the organization?
Sure. Well, it's the key thing I tell people is it's a locally owned and operated organization, so we're not a chapter of anything. We're really, all our board of directors make the final decisions, and you are one, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
So everything that we do is for the benefit of the Roanoke Valley. The key thing that we try to do is bring people and resources together to really create positive change and advance the common good in our community. And we do that in basically about 3 different ways. First of all, as you mentioned, we have a big fundraising campaign going on right now, so people are very generous. We raised a lot of money, over $6 million. Then that money is invested back into quality human care programs. So that's the big thing that we do. The other thing we do is advocate for specific issues. For example, early childhood education. I know you're very familiar with that.
Absolutely.
And we really try to make sure the community is aware of some big issues like early childhood education or health and things like that that help everybody move forward. And the last big thing that we do is mobilize volunteers. We have thousands of volunteers that work on the campaign and in our community investment activities and marketing activities in lots of different ways. And that is all designed to advance the common good. So I mean, one thing that our board really tries to focus on is something that comes out of the Bible, and that is to teach people to fish as opposed to give people fish. Mm-hmm. And that's the way we think we can advance the common good, by helping to create opportunities for people to live a better life.
That's great. And so the campaign's in full force right now.
Full force.
Yeah. So, and tell us a little bit about your slogan for the campaign,
Sure.
Live United.
Well, we have a great slogan that I always tell people looks great on a t-shirt, and I'm going to give you this t-shirt right now. It says Live United.
Okay.
But it's a lot more than a t-shirt. And we consider it a call to action. And we're hoping that people take up that challenge to live united by giving, which people are doing through the campaign right now, by advocating for issues like early childhood education, and also volunteering to run the campaigns or to work with our partner agencies and do a whole host of things that need to be done in the community. And our underlying belief is that if we all work together, we achieve a lot more and the whole community grows and prospers.
That's great. How is the community doing during these very challenging economic times? That
is the word. It's still challenging.
Right.
We're still feeling the aftershocks of the recession. It's the worst recessions in the 1930s. We're feeling the effects of budget constraints at every level, from business to government. And I think that it's really a tough time right now for a lot of people. We're seeing a lot of people right now that need help with basic needs. There's a lot of people that need a job, and a lot of families are struggling. There's a lot of folks just one paycheck away from financial disaster. So that's sort of the feel of the community. The objective reality is that we probably have about 500 people that call for help every month through our 211 number, kind of a first call for help number that we have. And about half of those people are looking for help with the basics, with help to pay their rent bill or help with some kind of financial aspect of their lives. So there's a lot of people, like I said, that are right on the edge. But despite all that, there's still lots of people that are blessed with abundance, that want to help out, that want to give. And I think that's the great thing about the Roanoke Valley. Despite the tough times that we're in, we still find that there's so many people that want to help out and really help out their neighbor, their coworker, somebody they don't even know. And that does advance the common good.
That really does. What changes has the United Way had to make to keep up with the changing economy?
Well, the economy is changing dramatically. Social structures are changing dramatically. And I know everybody that's in any kind of business or any kind of activity is feeling that change. So what we're trying to do is focus on things that really do bring people together more so. We know there's a lot of people out there that are disenchanted with their leaders. People have a fear of the future. There's just a lot of negativity in our environment. There's a lot of polarization. And at United Way, we feel like we can fill the gap of bringing people together. And we find when people get together and they talk to each other, good things normally happen. If we stay on our separate camps, then we don't move ahead. So what we've done over the past really year and a half or so, but intensively over the past 6 months, is try to find out what can we do that uniquely helps create value in the community. And we've come up with what we call the building blocks of a good life. So our United Way is focused on education, income, and health.
Okay.
And to put it simply, in education, we find that everybody wants to make sure our kids are ready for school. So we invest in more programs around that. Income is a big issue. So we have programs set up to help people manage their financial resources as well as take care of basic needs. And finally, with healthcare, we're really trying to look at everything from physical health to mental health and find out what our health looks like in the Roanoke Valley and try to strategically focus on areas that we think we can make a big difference on.
We do have to close out, so, you know, thinking about the campaign, what can people real quickly do to be involved with this campaign, because it's so important to our community?
Well, we have a great team of volunteers led by Debbie Mead, who's the president and publisher of the Roanoke Times, and she has about 1,000 people working in her organization as volunteers. So, and we have about 20,000 people that give. But I would encourage people, if they want to give, to call me. We don't have a big organization, so you can call me direct. I pick up my own phone. They can call me at 777-4201 or visit our website at uwrb.org. And we encourage people to give, to volunteer, and to advocate. And if you are in a workplace and you don't run a workplace campaign, give me a call and we can set something up so you can be part of the solution.
That's great. That's great. Thank you so much, and
It's
thank you for what United Way does for our community.
Well, thank you very much, Kim. We appreciate your support as well and your leadership.
Absolutely. Coming up on Cox Connections, are your children safe on the internet? We'll tell you how to make the internet a safer place.